This is a review showing the Hornby Flying Scotsman models that I've got. You can see I've got 4 models. One is in an older train set which is in the background. Then I've got the in the green box, which is the twin tender model with the double green tender. And then I've got the twin tender USA Tour pack, which is the most recent model, limited edition with the observation car. And I've also got the Millennium edition A3 as well. But I'll take them all out and I'll show you the comparisons between the models from different ages and whatnot, so it gives you a bit more of an overview of the models that they've done. I thought this would be a good idea because the Flying Scotsman's like the world's most famous steam engine pretty much, so it made sense to show all the different models and comparisons and that. So I'll take them all out and then carry on the video in a second. This is the oldest model I've got, which came part of the old Hornby electric train set. The model number on the box is R825. I'm not sure quite how old, but I assume it's one of the older ones after the Triang era. So yeah, this is the model. It's 4472, so the common model number. It's an engine driven model, so the motor is in the front of the engine. It's quite needs a bit of a clean actually, but it's a quite basic model compared to the newer models, but it's still a nice nice model. You haven't got the fiddly power connection between the tender and the front as well, which you see on the sort of middle-aged models. This model hasn't actually got it, but you can see there's a gap in the bottom of the back wheel there, which is where you could have the chuff chuff sound, like the steam sound, on these models, which was actually seen on the James May Toy Stories programme, that when he, with his original Flying Scotsman, when he did the Barnstable 10-mile journey, which he actually attempted on the second occasion. I think the Flying Scotsman got all the way there, the 10-mile journey, so pretty impressive. It's a bit more noisy, this model, when it runs, but I did get it to quieten down quite a bit after a good service, but it's not as smooth as the modern day equivalent. I mean, you've got inside the cab, you've got a hole there for the firebox, which is quite cool. So I guess if you were quite sneaky, you could probably put like an LED or something in there, like a glowing, flickering LED. You've got detailing on there, but not painted or anything like you might see on one of the models in a minute. No like windows or anything like that, it's just holes in the chassis. Metal detail on the top there. A bit of painted detailing on the thing. It's become a bit faded, this one particularly, the two wheels on, I think that's the, is it the pony truck or no, ponytail? I don't know. Whatever that little bit on the front's called, and the Flying Scotsman logo is a bit faded. It was numbered 4472. The train set originally had the 3 coaches, but there's actually been one added onto this to make it 4 cars. I've actually changed them and they're actually sleeping coaches in a brake van. So that's the original model. The next model, age-wise, is this is the twin tender model. Comes in a limited presentation edition. So if I open up the front on this one, so you've got the twin tender. This needs a little bit of TLC. I bought it as sort of like spares or repairs. So I'll move that one out of the way. This one's model number, the insert gone wrong, R075 with the twin tenders. You can see there's the image that would have been in the Hornby catalogue. So you've got the LNER tender like the original model, but you've also got the 4472 water tender. So you've got one for to store the coal and the next one for water for the long distance that this journey, this locomotive would have gone on. So that's that. So the locomotive, how does it compare? So this one dates to about early to mid 1990s, I think. So it's now what, 15 years old-ish? No, maybe nearly. No, about 10 years old, or 20, or yeah, about almost 20 years old, just over 15 years old. You've got you haven't got the hole in the cab there, but you've still got the sort of detailing in there. This one's tender driven, so the wheels on the front are just free moving. Pickup does come from these wheels, goes through this clip to the tender where the motor is. You've got some metal pipework along the side here and along the front so it's better in that respect than the older model. But these ones are a bit of a pain, this clip. You get dodgy contact and then the motor decides it doesn't want to work properly in that. You've got a window there on both sides, and you've got the logo detail in there, whereas the other model had the number 4472 on there. Plastic buffers, not sprung or anything like that, but the mechanism here is just a little bit more intricate, a bit more detailed and everything. But yeah, it's quite a nice model. I'll show you the tender. So you've got, like I say, the motor's in this end, and the tender. Missing the coupling on this one, but like I say, it needs a bit of work. You can see, if I show you the comparisons on this, it's actually very similar, just a bit more clear, the livery on it in general. You've got a solid coupling on this older one, whereas this one, where it would have the coupling, you've got the angle to pick up to the coaches a bit better. Metal wheels rather than plastic on the newer one and everything. And then you've got the secondary tender that needs some buffers, but you've got this is a non-motorised one, but for some reason they put the tyres on. I assume that's to keep them sort of level with the other side so it doesn't look wonky. And that's the water tender, so that's quite a nice model as well. So that's the middle model. Then you go to, we've not got any paperwork for that one sadly, and then you go on to the Millennium edition, limited edition. This is an 18 karat gold model. I bought this one recently after seeing a video actually online on YouTube where someone had done a review of it, so I decided to buy one. This is the A3 model, limited edition of 2,000 pieces. Mine's numbered 366. Comes with this one's got, I've got the sheet and everything, paperwork for this one. But you can see this one's actually numbered 103, so when it was numbered before it became British Rail and everything, I think. But like I say, it's gold plated, so I'll take it out. This one is tender driven again. It's never actually been run, as you can see. They don't recommend running these gold plated models because when you run it you can actually wear some of the gold plating off. So I've decided that I bought it unrun, so I'm not going to run it myself, because it's never really going to be a model to run. It's going to be always be like a collector's piece. I like the number 103, it looks quite cool. Gold piping and or gold plated, and the things on the top there, similar detailing. You've got this gold like footplate area throughout, gold across all the mechanism. I guess if you had a problem with this, the chances of getting one of these gold plated pieces would be so slim, so that's another reason I guess it's not really worth running it. Nice detailing on the front there as well. You've got the 103, I don't know if you can see underneath, it's got Doncaster written under there. You've also got metal gold plated buffers, and this one, like I say, is tender driven, so you've got the connection through to the tender as well. Window on the front of the cab there as well, like the previous model, so you can see within the sort of 7-8 years between this and the twin tender model that I just showed you, there's a few improvements, but nothing really that drastic. And then you've got the tender, pipe work on the back there, in the gold plated does the buffers and the wheels not on this, and like I said, this is tender driven, so you've got the connection through to the front. It's just like finer, smaller lettering on this one for this livery, which I quite like. It's just a bit more striking really. So yeah, that was a really nice model, and it comes with the gift box and everything, and the outer sleeve, which just gives a bit more information on the model. Such and such. What does it say? This one's R2146. It's the A3 class, and a bit of information about the history of the locomotive, about it returning to the rails in 1999. Unfortunately, these steam engines, the cost of keeping them running in the real world must be astronomical, so they tend to change ownership quite a bit. So yeah, bit of a nightmare. And this is the USA tour pack. Twin tender like the previous one I showed you. This one was from probably 2010, 2011. So this is the latest one that I've got. Limited edition again of 2000. This is 3 08. It does come with the extra observation car. I've actually done a review of this one on its own, so I won't go into too much detail, but I'll just show you the differences between this and the other models. So you've got, this one goes back to engine driven like the original model, so they've changed away from the that annoying clip, and now they've got a little plug that plugs into the tender. You can just see as soon as you look at it, the detail inside the cab is much better. You've got like the little seat areas, footplate again, nice detailing around the window, and the fine detailing all around the mechanism as well is pretty incredible as well. And this one's got the cowl catcher on the front and a bit more detail on the front as well. Just general nice detailing all over. Small Flying Scotsman nameplate. It's just much more detailed really than the other models. You've also got the vents on top of the cab, which can be slid open or closed as well. Unfortunately my tender got the super glue come away, and that's got to be repaired on this one. But still really nice model. You've got the detailing in there painted. There's actually painted or etched on detailing on the underside. We've got the red detailing there as well. Metal buffers which are actually sprung on this model, apart from the, I don't think the twin tenders sprung buffers. You've got a little window there as well. A nice, I think the coal's normally removable on some of these models, so I expect it will be on this one. But yeah, really nice model with the sprung buffers. Like I say, the twin tender does have spring buffers, ignore what I just said. It doesn't have them on the front of the tender, but it does have metal sprung buffers on the rear. And you've got, sorry about that, my camera ran out of battery, so I'll carry on. And this is the final piece, which is the twin tender. I was saying it has got spring buffers on the back, but not on the front, and the detailing that. It's the water tender like the previous twin tender model, so would have stored water for the long journeys. We've got the just nice detailing all over again really, to match the first tender. So yeah, you can see that this model is much neater model compared to the other twin tender model. That's the little, on the normal tender, the front there, that's where the little clip goes in to pass the power through to these wheels in the tender. But yeah, this model is a very nice model, highly recommend it. And that one's got the bits on the front and everything. Like I said, I have got a full review of this one, I think, and it's R2953. Thanks for watching.